Okay. First of all, thank you, sir, for giving us the busy
Sure,
time
thank
from
you.
you. And let me introduce myself first. I am Somejit, founder of Verticas and finally a student at MZU. Oh, okay. So without wasting any time, let start with the first question. So, sir, can you give your fresh introductory of yourself? That what is your background and how you ended up starting a company? So please. Sir.
Yeah, my name is Huxley L. Conley, and I'm a founder of Paypung Private Limited. So, my background is in an educational sense, I'm an MBA finance. So, and I've completed my charter wealth manager. So, and I'm also an ISM certified in research analyst, mutual fund distributor, and financial education and securities market education, all those things. And yeah, why I started this company is because when I was getting into this financial market, there was no one to guide me. I struggled by myself. So I look around in this all over Aizol, looking for someone to guide me. So I can't find anyone. So that's how I struggled in the first place in this financial market. So when I come around and then I study this financial market myself and then do some courses here and there, go to outside Mizoram here and there. And I work into a company after that. So for a long time after I working into a company, I think it's time for me to decide to start my own thing. So, and one of my partners, my co-founders, he wanted to start this company with me. So, in a short way, that's how Paypong was born.
Okay. Most of the founders are mostly problem solvers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and one thing we particularly try to change in Mizoram is this: the financial education system.
Yeah.
We never had a proper financial education before us. There was no one doing this financial education in a larger scale, in a like a privately done in a bigger scale like this. So we were the first one to do this, to introduce this kind of financial education, especially in the financial market
Okay.
category. So yeah, we just want to let them understand. And so our dream is, if one person from every household understand a bit about the finance, that would be very helpful for all over Mizoram. That's what we intend to do, and that's what we intend to bring from Paypung, in our courses and all.
Okay.
Yeah,
So after Pepung, is there any competitor within Isol of you?
not as of now. We are the first one, so we are the only one right now.
Okay. In entire Isol or Mizoram?
Entire is all, yes.
Okay. Okay. That was a great answer. Let's jump into the next question. The Paypung.com is currently serving three services: mutual fund advisory, retirement planning, portfolio rebalancing, goal based planning. But I remember that it was branded as Paypung EdTech. So why this sudden change? First, it was Paypung EdTech, then it was only Paypung.com. Why the sudden change?
Yeah, you see, Paypung core feature. Let me say the core feature is about financial market, about investment. So education, when we started Paypung, we tried to initiate education first because people were not aware of this financial market at all. They were afraid of it. They didn't understand thing about financial market. So we need to educate them first. So that's how we think, and then that's why we put edutech in the first place. As we go along now, and looking at our future growth, we think that edutech would not take the front page anymore. So we switched the name to Paypung, and we dropped the name EduTech. And then we didn't totally take out the education part. We are having an education part in a separate domain. So mostly our investment, our financial core business is starting to take shape. That's why we changed the name. So
Okay.
in a future-oriented thing, we changed the name from EduTech to Paypung Private Limited, so that it can have a better grasp of who we are. Not only education. That's what we operate. We are not only education, we are also a finance company. That's what we want to portray.
Okay. So it is now positioning it positioning itself as a brand
Yes.
rather than as a company or a tech
Yes,
company.
yes.
Okay.
Besides, people doesn't really care about edutech anymore. They just want to know paypung, paypung, paypung. That's all what they called us anymore. So, so they don't understand edutech anymore. Just take out of it. Just put paypung at the front page like that.
Okay. So
That's
it is
what we
better to
think.
recall also.
Yeah, it's much easier. It's
Yeah.
like a one-liner or something.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. My next question will be a little bit bold. Is there any plan to expand your business outside of Mizoram?
Definitely. First, we are thinking about going to Manipur because there's of Mizos there as well. We want to branch out there as fast as possible. Right now, we are also training a lot of mutual fund distributors, advisors under us, who could be a part of our team. And then we're going to branch out to that and start with all over the Northeast. First, we'll start in Manipur, then we'll go to Nagaland, then Shillong, Meghalaya. We try to plan on,
Tripura and Assam
yes,
also.
yes, like that.
Okay. And outside of Northeast, like Kolkata, Bhubaneswar.
You see, there's a one thing we concern about how we are going to beat competition. Yeah,
Okay.
lots of big sharks are already there, but we'll change the whole perspective because in the Northeast, the main thing we try to portray is trust and honesty. Because a tribal person, especially in Mizo culture, trust and honesty is the main thing. So we want to portray that one, and then if that thing is made understood to all over India that we are honest people, we do things sincerely. I think that would be a very, very good brand for us as well. I think that would be our unique positioning system because trust and honesty is the one thing that is lacking in this world now. Who do we trust? Who do we honest? That's what we want to portray in this world today, in the sense of finance.
Yes. Before in the fintech field, before collaborating with some company, always the trust is the main factor. People always
Exactly.
double
Yes,
check.
yes.
Okay. So it was entirely cleared right now. My next question will be, was there a specific moment where you realized this could become something bigger or this type of field I should focus? Was there any other field you was interested before, except that fintech field?
No, uh, I'll say personally,
Yeah.
yeah, while I was studying, I don't care about a thing. It's what we teenagers or early adults do. We don't care about the thing, right? I hope that's not a part of the
Yes.
way you think. But the only thing that wakes me up was when I was studying in MBA. So every one of my colleagues were studying marketing HR. And in my sense, what I think is I will go into finance. I don't know, I'm not good at finance, but finance is the core for me. So when I chose that road, I stick to it, and this is the path it led me.
Okay.
So I think that sums it up.
Finance is the thing always charged you.
Yeah.
Charged you up.
So even as my colleagues chose HR marketing, I chose differently because I know finance is a good thing. I'm not good at it, but I know it's a good thing and it will have a good impact on me. So that's why I chose it, and that's why I go into this road.
And now you're starting paypung.com.
Yeah.
And it is just regularizing
God
the
grace,
fintech
yes.
field all over the Asia.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next question will be, uh, from the starting of the company till this date, was there ever a point where you thought of quitting?
It's a funny
So I have
question.
so much frustrated, things is not working, because initially most of the founders getting into that phase.
So you're also going to be a startup founder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I have been in the industry for a long time. Also, I'm just starting. So yeah, I think there's going to be a good relation regarding this give up sense. I think, have you, I don't know, but I've been reading lots of books about startups. The one thing they always talk about is this burden of giving up.
Burnout.
Like they're, yeah, the burnout, they're planning to give up. So the only one who succeed is the one that doesn't give up. So every startup that I've come across and I've read about them, they always have this burden upon them when the burden's too much and they thought of giving up. They always have this thought, I think, but we are still in the early stage. It has not burdened me with very much, but it's starting to creep up. Even though it's very early, but I think that's part of the cycle for a startup, for a business. I think that's part of life, if you understand.
Yes, yes. Because your answers is actually coming to me as a advice because I'm also thinking
Yeah.
about become a founder also. And some founder I have met before, they always go with some kind of plan A, plan B. If these things doesn't work out, plan B, then plan C. So do you agree with them that we should keep plan B, C, D, E, F?
Do or die, man. It's
Because there is only one
a
plan,
do or die.
plan A, and there is the
You
final.
have, like, people used to laugh at me when I do this thing. Even my own family, they laughed at me. They don't think I would succeed. They just laugh at me. It's going to be your family. They're going to go trust on you unless you succeed. So what? How do they measure your success? Unless you have lots of cash, they'll measure your success. So they don't understand these things. So they laugh at us. They don't think we'll succeed. They just don't care. But you have to be crazy not to give up. So you have to understand the business, like what you're trying to do. I just follow the vision I have. Like all my founders, my co-founders, we always share our vision, what we want to do. Not only by me, but we always have a founders meeting and we always talk about our vision, where we want to go. I think that keeps us on the right track. So that's very important, I think.
Yes, yes. Because that's clear in a lot of
Yeah.
things. Because people are these days taking a lot of backups.
Yeah.
Because this thing doesn't work, then I will do
I know
job.
lots of people, but for me, it's do or die.
Yeah.
I don't have a backup
Yeah.
anymore. I used to, but I don't have anymore.
Yes. Okay.
I put everything in here.
Entire
My entire
effort
fortune is
is into
here.
this company.
Yes. I sold my land for this.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how much I went into, how deep I am in this startup.
Okay. So my next question will be, uh, most of the startups die within 1 year of starting. That is really disturbing thing. Of course, most of the for most of the founder. What do you think the key reasons for them? Except that give up thing, what are the key reasons that most of the startups die within 1 year?
If the founders are more than one, I think it's the founders. That's the main key. If the founders' relationship are no longer intact, they will never survive. If one founder is only, if one person is trying to do a startup, I think he will not survive long unless he has backup. No one person will be able to survive alone. That's the main fact. If you don't have a team, a good team, a core structure, you will never survive. We survive this long because we have a good team. That's the only main reason. It's not a founder. It's only about team, human support. We have at least 3 founders in our company. So I may be the founder, but we may be the co-founder, but we are the core structure. If that thing is intact as long as possible, then Paypung will survive. Even though it may go deep, it may go low, but it will never stop at its core. Do you understand what I mean? It will never stop, and as long as these founders are intact. So you can read a lot of books about it. That's what they always talk about, these early founders. I don't know how many books have you read, but as I've read some books, not all of them, but
Any book you prefer?
yeah, like this zero to
One by
hero.
Peter
Yeah, that Peter Thiel, and then
Psychology of Money.
no, Psychology of Money. I forgot his name. There's one book. He's a founder. He's a very very influential part of me. And this Ray Dalio, this principal. Have you heard about it? He's also a hedge fund founder.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, he's a very, very influential figure in this financial world. So those things, those people, what they always talk about is the founders, his team. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Team and founder. The founder is more important. He has a vision, but if you don't have a good team, you'll never survive. Nobody can do anything
Yes,
alone.
yes. Team is the core
To him is
When
the
did you
core
meet your co-founders?
from the start.
From the start?
Yeah, from the start.
Okay. At
It's not.
Izon
It's
or any in company or
way before we
institute?
started a company. We already have a relationship.
Okay, okay.
Not we don't just pick it from here and there. It's already started from way before we started the company. We need to start that kind of relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my co-founders, all of them are my college friends.
Yeah, it's very
So yes,
important.
but the thing is that we have a good bonding for that also because we already know each other for 4 years.
You have to cry together, man. You can't cry together. It's no use.
Okay. So the next question will be from investor perspective, because you are already in the finance field. So from investor perspective, what are the key factors you will be see before investing in a company? What if the founders don't have any blue chip background, like they are not passed out from IIT, IIM, or Harvard, Stanford, and the company also pre-revenue. So will you invest in this company, or if you invest, what are the key factors you will see first?
That's a good question. Like, if anyone who invested in my company, in me, when they look at this paper, what do they see? I mean, that's what the main question is. What do they see? Do they see the product, or do they see the company, or do they see whatever they see? I think I think it's the people. Like, they always say it's they don't invest in the company, they invest in the founder. But I think the founder is the main key, but that's not all. I think it has to do a lot of there needs to be a lot of factor around that founder. I think it should be the founder, the team, the product. I think that three combination will be very, very crucial.
Okay.
The founder, the team, and the product of what they're making. I think
What
that's
of the
very,
product
yeah,
is
that three factor would be crucial, I think.
okay, because most of the early stage companies like Verticas also, my company, so we don't have that much user traction because we are already pre-revenue and we are entirely bootstrap. So running the company also burning a lot of cash. So at that time, approaching investors, most of the investors, even early stage investors also, they want to see traction, but we don't have traction because for traction we need investment. So at that time, it's kind of loophole
Yeah, we need someone to believe in us, right?
loops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how do we make them believe that we're really going to never give up?
yeah. Networking is a lot of important thing there, I think.
You haven't met, and suppose you met a person who has never met you before, and you try to convince him to invest in your company. So how do you convince him? I don't know how to convince him. I just said I will never give up. That's all.
Yeah.
So I just have to sell my trust, sell my honesty and everything to him.
Okay.
That's the
Being
main.
transparent to
Yeah.
the investor also.
So, yeah, some investors have invested in my company, and if I use that money to buy cars, to make lavish lifestyle for myself, then how would they trust me anymore? You know. So that's the main reason.
Okay. Okay, that clears a lot of things.
Yeah.
At least for me also, because most of the question I am asking you, 50% of them is for my questions also. Because I already thinking about the every night, every day. What this happens to what will do, what I will do, what my team will do, something like that.
Mike Tyson said, uh, everybody got a plan before they get punched in the face. That's the same reference I want to use in a startup. Everybody have a plan. This is a startup plan. This is my objective. This is my vision. Just as soon as you start the business, those plans are trash. You just have to build along the way. That's what I
Things
want to say.
most of the time things don't goes as
Yeah.
we planned.
Never goes. It
Yeah.
will never go as you plan. You will be very, very
Yes.
lucky if you go according to plan. That's the main thing.
That will be a lot of luck if everything we want in plan. Okay, so my next question will be, it's one of advanced perspective. Do you think you have closer to your goals or the goalpost is moved? Whatever the goal you had 10 years before, and are you closer to your goals or the goalpost is some kind of moved?
No, it hasn't moved, but I say we are closer. So we are like every product we make, it's taking us, we use it as a stepping stone. So we use it as stepping stone. So the farther we go, and sometimes our vision would change. It's not going to divert, like pivot our vision or mission like that, but our vision got bigger and bigger. So I think it made a sense. Like there's how do you say, like there's a short-term goals and a long-term goals, right? Like a strategic goals and a tactical goals. So you have to be in line with the strategic goals, but you have to be very tactical to achieve all those strategic things. I think that's how I want to put it. Tactical is for short term, strategic is for long term.
Okay. So what do you think that at what point you think that Pepung is very much closer to success? At what key factor or what point you think that this much user is there? That means Pepung is almost it is successful or it is peak of success. What do you think?
Success, I think it's a process. Yeah, we always say it's a process. Like we don't know how big we can get, but if we just stick to the process, I think that's we just put one stepping stone like that. Like the vision is to be a very very good finance company in all over dominate. We want to dominate Mizoram in the first place, and that's what our stepping stones are for. So like we just don't want to overreach at one time, we just need to put a stepping stone. So if you're going to put success, is it in monetary values, or is it the company having big buildings, or I think it's the process. Like if that company is maintaining its process for putting the stepping stone, see, if that stepping stone is kept on piling up like that, I think that's part of a success. I would consider. You see, never moving, never stopping. Like the process keeps on going.
So basically, you're not in a hurry.
Yes,
You
yes.
just experience the journey.
No,
And
I think most of that startup will have a difficulty in like this. So one error they would always make, I think they always make this error. Uh, I'll build this, I'll build this product, I'll build this project, I'll build this product, I'll make the MVP, I'll sell it to VC, I'll go very fast, I'll make a big money. So yeah, that's what we want to do at the first place, the first time also. This is where our plans are. But I think a foundation is very important. The foundation has to be in a structured way. So if the foundation is not strong, that product will never fly. So we pivot back to our founding function like that. So we just want to build the foundation first. So that foundation is going to build that process, and then it's going to build a stepping stone.
so you prefer climbing rather than hurrying.
No. We tried to fly, and it shut us down, and then we're building it slowly by slowly.
Okay.
If you don't make the mistakes, you'll never know. Like even though I say it like this, but it's hard to understand if you don't experience it yourself. I think you need to experience it yourself if you're going to understand it completely in 100% way.
Okay. That's clear a lot of thing. And there is in 2022 that ChatGPT was launched, and after that the AI is already in the headline always. So what do you think in financial field? What are the key things that is not solved yet by AI?
Honesty. I don't know. It never give us an honest answer. So I think you use it. I've used it.
Yeah, it
So
hallucinates a lot.
yeah. It's never an honest thing. So if you don't know the foundation of finance, if you go and consult an AI, ChatGPT, you don't know whether it's taking the right thing or the wrong thing. He'll just tell you anything you want to know. But if you don't know how to differentiate between the truth and the lie, so you get tangled up in those mistakes. I've seen a lot of people. So yeah, I was the first early adopters of this ChatGPT when it first came out, and now all our fintech is developed with the help of this AI and everything. So that's how influential it is right now. But in order to be a very very good AI user, I think you need to, especially in finance, you have to know the basic of finance fundamentals. If you don't know the financial fundamentals, it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you your money. That's what I think. That's what I've seen, and that's what our investment advisors all over India are talking about right now. The bad influence of AI. So, but
Okay.
it's a good thing. It's a tool, right? It depends on how that tools is
How
being
you're
used.
using it.
Yes, yes.
In Pepung, how you will like to use it? The AI thing
It's an assistant for us.
as an assistant,
Yeah, it's an assistant for us. It do
right?
what I told. It is programmed for us. We program the AI, and then it does everything what we told it to do. It's a very good assistant for us.
Have
So
you ever used it for getting somebody of any financial report?
of course
Okay.
we're implementing in our fintech as well right now.
Okay.
We're using it. We're giving it assessment. We are using it as an assessment tool. So we program those AIs into our fintech and everything. We collaborated everything. But like I said, it's a tool. If the user doesn't know how to differentiate between the truth and the lie, then it's very good, cost us dearly. So it's very, very, let's say,
Okay.
in a gray area.
Too much relying on the AI can
Yes,
be
yes. So
dangerous.
we are building it as a hybrid mode. It's a hybrid. So I don't know. Have you seen the report in this financial thing? In this once this Angel One were introducing this robo advisory, full robo advisory. Now they totally stop this robo advisory. Why? Because
The
the result
hallucinations.
was very, very not good. People were not relying on this robo advisory. People want human contact. So we're reverting back to this hybrid mode. So
Yeah.
that's what we think, and that's what we
Models
see.
are not till at that much
Yeah,
level right now
yeah,
because we didn't achieve AGI yet.
yes.
After that, I think it's
Besides,
possible.
every investor wants to blame responsibility on a human being. See, can you blame an AI for its wrong mistakes? You'll never be able to do it. So people need
Never.
people to blame on something. So that is the main issue. So robot will never take
Responsibility.
responsibility for its action, right? But a human being will.
Okay. Okay. So one advice for the students. What are the one thing students should stop doing immediately if they are planning to start a company or their entrepreneurship journey? What are the one thing they should stop?
One thing. Wow, that's very short. What to say? I think they should not neglect the foundation. Foundation is key.
Foundation of
Whatever we learn is the foundation of everything. Suppose we want to start anything, any company, I think we should first, like the first principle rule. Have you heard about it? Elon Musk was preaching about this first principle rule. I think it's a very, very good idea on what to take on. So everything we're about to start right now, also I'm starting to implement first principle rule in everything I do. So this first principles rule is the basis for getting the foundation of everything. First, understand the foundation and build from that. That's what I want to. That's all I have to say about if you want to start anything, any field. I think the first principle rule would be the first thing they need to adopt.
yeah in the domain they are working on, they should
Everything,
know at least some kind
at
of
least the
basic.
fundamental basic.
Yeah.
So in this today's age, people are in a hurry. They don't care about the fundamentals. They don't care about the basic. No, when I was starting this stock market trading investment, and all, I was in a hurry like everybody else. It cost me a lot of money, a lot of time. So what did I do? I need to be big back. I need to start from the basic again. So I'm an MBA. So I don't care what about my pride have to do with anything. I just stick to the basic. I learn everything from the basic again. So that helps me a lot. So that's what I recommend. Start from the basic again. Just don't everything in the now in the internet, everything is in shortcut mode. Yeah, you can grab them, but understand the basic, and every information that comes to you from any point, from any angle, you can filter it easily. So if you get the basics, the foundations right, even though it's a wrong information, right information, you can filter it easily in your area. That's what I know. That's what I've been using it. It's very helpful. That's what I
Okay.
recommend right now also.
Yes. Yeah. That is so good because most of the people don't know what they're doing. Because I know some people in they're my friends. They are working on some AI based company, but they don't know what AI actually does and when AI can be dangerous. So I think at that time the fundamental knowledge is so much
Yeah.
important. Okay, so I think that's all of the questions. So lastly, I just want you to tell the people that what paypung.com is actually does, and if one people after BTech want to explore the finance field, how Paypung can help them, or the courses, the
Okay, okay.
platform, something like that.
Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, in Peipung, Peipung is a collaboration of, we have an education side and investment side. So in our education side, we are partnered with Banking, Financial Service and Insurance Sector Skill Council of India. So under them, we're providing skill development course in the financial area. Right now, we are training mutual fund distributor advisor. We're giving them training under this skill development, and then if they want to get a license mutual fund advice, we help them. We gave them exam preparations, the exam, they get a certificate, we take care of their license, and they're an advisor under us. So they have a part-time job, full-time job, it's up to them. So in that sense, we, from any field, any education field, from any degree, they can, if they want to jump into this financial field, they can get the skills required for this industry through this BFSI in the education part. They get the degree, they get the certificate, and that will make them ready for job industry on that field from whatever their streams are. So it's a ticket for them. They don't have the time to do another degree anymore, but they can use these industry aligned courses to help them push through their different industry they want to join in. So that's the education side. In the investment side, I am a charter wealth manager. So I also do financial planning, retirement planning, all this comprehensive financial planning. I help them, and then we do the investment planning on their side. And we are also advising in mutual fund, stock market. We also do direct equity in everything. We already have a platform. We onboard them, buying and selling. Everything is done through them. So that's about the investment side and the education side.
Okay,
Yeah, that's about it.
that's fascinating thing Paypung is doing,
Yeah.
because I don't have that much financial knowledge. In future, I will also be. I will also want to know, explore the financial field also, because I think it's
Okay.
so much important.
Yeah, one more thing I almost missed out. Startup core features, I mean, when you're starting up, like the finance is the main thing. If you don't know finance, then I think it's a very crucial thing when you're going to start a company is first take care of the finance. So you have to be very, very aware on how the finances should go and should not go, and do or do's. Do's or don'ts should be very, very crucial on the financial part.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will be very that will
Yes,
be
yes,
great
yes.
advice for me also, because I don't have that much financial background, because I totally had only
Especially
tech
the
background.
founder should know a bit
Yes.
of a basic, because if you don't know how to handle your finance,
The terms,
yeah,
EBITDA, things like that.
you should be like the father in the household, you know.
Okay. Okay, I think we can wrap the interview there.
Okay, great.
Thank you for
Sure, sure.
you are very charming founder.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.